Right now, there are at least 7 bills that women over the age of 60 in this country are paying every single month that they do not have to pay. And the reason nobody has told you about them is because every person whose job it is to collect that money from you has absolutely no reason to tell you that you can stop. Your county is not going to call you and say, "We can lower your property taxes." Medicare is not going to send you a letter explaining that your premium should be zero. The IRS is not going to remind you that a brand new deduction worth up to $6,000 a year just showed up in the tax code with your name on it. And nobody at all, is going to knock on your door and tell you that the energy bill you have been struggling with every single winter has a federal program behind it that will pay your utility company directly on your behalf. What I am about to walk you through is 7 bills plus 2 bonus moves at the end for the women who are doing this on their own, whether you are widowed or divorced or simply single and figuring it out by yourself. Every single one of these is real. Every one of them is legal. And every one of them requires you to ask for it, because not one of them is automatic. Nobody is coming to save you from these bills. You have to go get what is yours. 7 bills, 2 bonus moves, and the very last one is the one that most women over 60 have never even heard of, and it is worth up to almost $6,000 a year. Bill number 1 is your property tax, and this is the one that makes people the angriest once they learn the truth. In almost every state in this country, there is a senior property tax exemption or a senior freeze or a circuit breaker credit that can dramatically reduce what you owe on your home, and in some places, it can bring your bill close to zero. The rules depend on your state and your county, but the pattern is always the same. There is an age threshold, usually 60 or 65. There is sometimes an income limit, and sometimes there is no income limit at all, just your age. And in every single case, you have to file for it yourself because your county does not look at your birthday and automatically apply the discount. They have no incentive to do that because every dollar they give you in relief is a dollar of revenue they lose. If you are a single woman living alone in a home you have owned for decades and your property taxes keep climbing every year, there is a very good chance you qualify for either a reduction or a freeze that caps your bill at the level it was when you turned 65. In Texas, the school tax freeze alone can save a homeowner thousands of dollars, and it has no income limit. In New York, the STR program and the Senior Enhanced STR exemption can knock a huge portion off your school taxes. In California, Proposition 19 protects your tax base when you move. And these are just 3 states. Nearly every state has something. Search your county name plus the words Senior Property Tax Exemption and make one phone call. Ask 2 questions. What programs do you have for homeowners over 65 and which ones have no income limit? That one call is the most valuable phone call you will make this year. Bill number 2 is your Medicare Part B premium. And right now, that premium is $202.90 coming straight out of your Social Security check every single month. Most women just accept it because it shows up as a deduction and they assume that is what it costs. But there are federal programs called Medicare Savings Programs that can pay that entire premium for you and cover your deductibles and your copays on top of it. The most comprehensive one is called QMB, which stands for Qualified Medicare Beneficiary. If you are single and your monthly income is under about $1,350, you very likely qualify. And QMB does not just cover the premium, it covers your deductibles, your copays, your coinsurance, basically everything Medicare asks you to pay out of pocket. All of it covered by the state on your behalf. If your income is a bit higher, up to about $1,616 a month, there is another program called SLMB that will still eliminate that $202 monthly charge entirely. The reason millions of women do not have this is because you have to apply. Bill number 3 is your prescription drug costs, and this one is simpler than you think. There is a federal program called Extra Help, sometimes called the Low Income Subsidy, and if you qualify for it, the most you will ever pay for a covered medication is about $5 for a generic, or about $12.65 for a brand name drug. Compare that to the $50 or $80 or $100 a month that women without this program are spending on a single medication, and you start to see how much money is being left on the table. The income cutoff for Extra Help in 2026 is about $23,940 a year for a single person, which works out to roughly $2,000 a month. And here is a shortcut most people never find out about. If you already got approved for any of the Medicare savings programs I just told you about in Bill number 2, you are automatically enrolled in Extra Help. You do not have to file a separate application. It just kicks in. If you have not done either one yet, you can apply through Social Security online or call them directly. I will put the website and the number in the description.